All right, so for the second deck we're going to be playing today, this is something near and dear to my heart. This is Maushold EX. So, Maushold, hang on one second. Okay, so Maushold EX says, if this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if it's knocked out, put 3 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon for each Tandemaus, Maushold, and Maushold EX. Now, Melatonin, I love the name. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome. Glad to have you. So, now, there's an important thing to note here. This one specifically says for Maushold and Maushold EX. So at first when I built this deck, I was trying to use the other Mausholds. We have a previous Maushold deck that we used before that cares about how many Mausholds you have. Let me show y'all. We're going to do a little bit more of a deeper dive here because I want to show y'all a decision I made here. Okay, so these are the other Mausholds. Put 1 damage on each of your opponent's Pokemon for each of your Maushold in play, or does 70 damage for each of your Maushold in play. So the last time we did this, it was with both of these Mausholds, and we tried to like have a kind of a rotating, like a revolving door of Mausholds. These ones are bad now, because they don't care about Maushold EX. This one specifically says for your Maushold and your Maushold EX, so it cares about both. These ones don't, and these are very already kind of low power abilities, so if you're saying does 70 damage for each of your Maushold, and you only have like 1 of those and 2 EXs or 3 EXs, it's only going to do 70 damage. So I think the final answer is probably going to be having 1 of the Maushold EXs and some mix of the other 2, but you can't really just do both. So we're going to try it with just the EXs this time, because that's the new card. Hopefully that explains it a little bit better. You've heard some very poor choice words about this deck. Oh no! Well, I'm excited. Let's get in there and try it out, you know what I mean? Nah, Maushold's fun. The other reason that I think Maushold EX is actually going to be a lot better than it looks on paper is because it has no retreat cost. No retreat cost is a really good retreat cost. It's freemium, right? It's free 99. It's doesn't cost anything. You're welcome. Now, we do want to go first again with this deck. Last deck we were trying to go second, but here we do want to go first because we're trying to evolve something. Okay, we want to go first. We also do want to start with a basic Pokemon deck. I'll be more specific next time. We want to go first and we want to start with a basic Pokemon. Yep. Sure do. Oh, Wiggles, why are you playing with water energy? Because of Greninja. No other reason. Now, the path to the peak here is not something that we want to play out if we can help it. This is an answer. If we see that they're doing something that really needs path to the peak to stop, like we need to stop it, sure. But this does stop our Maushold EX's ability, so we don't want to play it unless we have to. This is great for us, actually. Thank you, opponent. Appreciate you. Okay, hey, look, they're doing something that we're going to want to path to the peak here. Ta-da! Okay, see, this is annoying because we didn't get our path to the peak down, but they can't even play the supporter this turn, so whatever. And now they can't use this Lumineon to get a worker. Use it now. Yes, okay, so they are using up all of their searching abilities here, which is great for us. Hopefully they can't interact with the 1 path to the peak in our hand. Hopefully. There's a good chance they can. But maybe not. Oh no. Oh no. Thanks, babe. Oh, she brought me food, y'all. She loves me. Mac and cheese. So I think they should have probably used Mysterious Tail before they used this Lumineon V-Star move, because Mysterious Tail could have found what they were looking for. My take on that. I'm also now going to turn my camera off so I can eat. Okay, third Charmander, whatever. I think we're gonna get Greninja here over Tandemaus because we're gonna get one. Oh no, we're not. It's not gonna let us. Okay, we would normally want to use Greninja here. They won't let us. The game's bugged out. It's a shame. Another Tandemaus here because why not? Let's use Larry first because if Larry hits a Tails, we can use the Greninja. Okay, so we can hopefully get the Greninja this time. Exactly my thoughts as well, Milky Way. That's why I ended up putting the Path to the Peak in here. Okay. We're gonna put this here. We're gonna put this down now. Okay. Alright, your turn, opponent. That's fine. Less fine, but still okay. We can Ultra Ball the Squawkabilly and the Ditto away for our Maushold. And if they mess with our Path to the Peak, we have PokéStop. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. It looks like they cannot mess with it, which is why they are putting the energies on the old-fashioned way. Now, one thing that's notable, remember, they used this for a Sealstone and this Luminion to get an Arven, and then they just Ionoed it away anyways. What's up, Tezro? Hello, my friend. Okay. Failing to find there is great for us. We might have a shot here. We might be able to get ahead. Kinda depends. We need to get a little lucky. That's okay. That's a little lucky. That's perfect. Okay, so let's do this. Get rid of those two. Let's go grab us a Maushold. Okay, we're going to put this other energy on there. We're going to Arven for a switch. Switching effect. Let's actually Arven for a an escape rope because the Mew is the one that we don't really, like, whatever. I'd rather take out something else here. Feed me something else, opponent. You're wondering if you could make me free Twitch panels. I appreciate that, but it always makes me kind of nervous to accept free things from people. I'm a firm believer that artists should be paid for their art, but I do appreciate it. You're welcome to hang out here in the meantime. Okay, so they're feeding us the Charmander we don't really care about, but we do get to draw some cards. This is one of the reasons that I think Maushold is really good. Not only are we doing damage, we're drawing cards, which drawing cards is busted. Judge is a good draw. Yeah, you can make them anyways. I can't promise I'm gonna use them is all. Because, like, so what it comes down to, Tezro, is when someone is making me something that I'm paying for, I get the chance to ask for revisions, to be like, hey, this isn't quite what I wanted, could you do this instead? And I don't feel bad for doing that. But if somebody makes me something, I don't want to be like, hey, yeah, yo, send it back, try again. Like, that feels really bad, right? Like, I don't want to do that. Plus, it means a lot to me when people make me things, and asking them to make it different feels really, really bad. But yeah, go for it. Make them. Oh, you do it as a hobby? Heck yeah. Chase your hobbies, fam. I do this as a hobby, so I get it. Okay, I think we lost, y'all. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair, Desro. We're probably dead here. But we do have a shot. We get to do some stuff. Maybe it's good enough. The Discord link doesn't work? Okay, I'll get you a new one. Hang on 1 second here. Yeah, I forgot it's a new month. They do that. Boom. There you go, buddy. Alright, Maushold didn't die. Charizard took some beefy damage on the backswing. You'll love to see all of those things. Okay, so let's start here. We're not going to play Judge because they're down to 2 cards and we don't really want to unstick them. So let's do that. Get rid of a couple of those. It's fine. No reason to do that. Alright, so let's put this here now. Spin this, hope we get lucky here. And don't spin our Mausholds into the bin. Okay. Whale? Let's hit it and draw some cards. Hope for the best here. So if they hit us, they get knocked out. That's something, right? Like, that's kind of neat, actually. Wow, I actually don't hate that. Ha! Do it! Hit the mouse. See what happens. Oh, they're gonna be scared to hit the mouse. It's always funny. Okay, that one's not. This deck is fun. I gotta say, I'm really pleasantly surprised with how this one turned out. Okay, that is still not a freaking Maushold. Okay, they're gonna feed us a Luminion. It's a bold decision. Hey, look, a Maushold. Okay, so do we have any energies in the bin? We have 3, so we don't need to put any energy in the bin for Klara. I think we're still gonna do it, though, because we might hit some Mausholds organically here. We did not. Well, ain't that just a shame. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, we're gonna spin this, because if we ditch another... Well, there's already 2 Mausholds in there. Okay, that's pretty solid. Okay, so let's Klara now. We want 2 Mausholds and 2 energies. Can we start setting this one up to not have the 20 less damage kind of hit there? No, let's hold off on the Pal Pad for now. I think that should be good. We're going to judge next turn. We're starting to get through most of our deck here, and we don't really want to deck ourselves, so drawing cards is fine when we're going to judge anyways. There's a chance they're actually out of answers here. Thanks, babe. Appreciate you doing some of those dishes. Do I have any fishing rods? I'm not sure, Icy. I think so. Okay, so they got an Ultra Ball, which I'm guessing is going to be a Bibarel? Most likely. Oh, okay. Okay. They do have a Charmeleon and a Bibarel. Okay. Okay. So the Ultra Ball is now their way to get a Charizard. That's probably their logic there. So we're going to go ahead and judge now. 1 second before we judge here. Ultra Ball away. A Pokégear. Let's not do the Pokégear. Let's do the 2 Nest Balls that we're not going to need anymore. Grab a 3rd Maushold. Okay. Okay, we're gonna hold on to this energy because it's our last one. Yeah, let's just go ahead and hit him here. What's up, Energy? How's it going, my friend? Sorry, I'm eating right now. Welcome to the mouse party. Don't tell Disney we're having a mess. Thanks for the soda, babe. Don't tell Disney we're having a mouse. What's up, Coltaro? Third tries the charm. Don't tell Disney we're having a mouse party. We make it soon. Okay. Okay. Now, the only thing I can think of would be... Okay, so they're going to try to evolution again here. Okay. Sneaky Bev delivery. Sneaky bevies. House of Mouse, exactly. Welcome to the House of Mouse, opponent. Hurt us at your own peril. It's the free retreat cost why this card is actually good. We haven't even had to use that yet. It's like if you had Chestnut, but instead of it being a grass Pokemon that, you know, was like thick and problematic, it's just tiny little mice. Go, my pretties, go! Okay, they also do need an energy. It looks like they drew it, so they're going to get to evolve. Now, one thing that our opponent's about to learn a very, very valuable lesson here. If they use the evolution card to evolve this Charmeleon into a Charizard, they don't get to do the card draw. Like, they don't get to do the energy draw that way. They're actually, looks like they're just setting up to use Bibarel here to try and draw it that way. I could see that. They're running out of options here, though. This Charizard's gonna get to hit our Maushold. It's not gonna get to kill our mouse. Well, it is actually gonna get to kill our Maushold, right? Because there's 4. Yeah, okay. So they do get to knock out our Maushold, but we have another Maushold. Ha 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 ha! Cheap would love this. You're not wrong. And then you do that, and then you take that. On the backswing. Unfortunately, because of the Charizard, I don't think we can win this one here. It's gonna come down to a coin flip if they have it or not. They probably have it, so probably dead. That being said, we can get our stuff back into our deck at least. Draw some cards. Okay. I did have some rods to answer that question from earlier, I see. Grab a Tandemaus just so we can have more damage on the swing. On the backswing. I don't think it's going to matter, but we're going to do our best here, chat. We're going to live our best lives and do our best job. That's not bad. Not bad. Do they have the Charizard? Do they have the Charizard? Oh no. Bodes poorly for our champion. Sure, I can post it, Energy. Oh my goodness. Oh no, we died. Rip. Heck yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go do that, now, actually. Yeah, no, we lost. But we got to do some damage on the backswing. It did come down to them needing their last card to do that, so we'll take that. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, let me get this posted in Discord real quick here. Because I'm going to forget if I don't do it now. It will also be on YouTube later, if y'all want to see that later. Boom. Just put it in Discord. I would love to go first. Thank you, opponent. I appreciate you. We'll turn the camera back on in just a bit, y'all. I know that's what y'all are all really here for, you devils. Okay, so they don't know what we're up to. We know what they're up to based off of Sleeves and Entei. They're gonna rapidly learn what we're up to, but for now... Let's see here. Let's use this to get... Do we want the Squawkabilly this way? Probably. It's probably smarter to have the Squawkabilly up front. Alright, we're gonna ditch these two things here. Get a Tandemaus. Okay, okay, okay. Stop there. We're gonna energy up this Tandemaus. We're gonna squawk and seize here. That is a lot of balls. What a phrase. Alright. I trust everybody in chat's being mature about that comment. I know y'all are not over there giggling. And now this is gonna spin 3 things into the bin because we just drew all of our items, you know. Yeah. Ditching that Squawkabilly is actually not a huge deal. That's fine. Hey, thanks, Energy. I appreciate you. This could be Iron Valiant. You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Beans. It could. It's probably not, but it could. We shouldn't assume things. But when I'm right, I'm gonna look at the camera and be like, meh. Meh. Sorry, I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Icy, that's just one hand. It's funny every time. Hey, we just need to draw an energy and we're fine. Big hands and small balls. What? Okay, they're getting rid of our PokéStop, which... It's annoying, but it's whatever. Well, it's just what I wanted, another Nest Ball. Okay, well, we're gonna ditch that other Nest Ball that we didn't want. Also Pal Pad, because we only have one trainer in the bin right now. Unfortunate. Cheers! Well, wrong soda. Oh, hang on. Cheers, Wander! I blew my nose when the camera was off, and now my ears need to pop. Oh no! Well, in the meantime, we lost. Milk Slayer, I like that name. Slay that milk. Hey, congrats, Wander! Carpe diem. Oh, I was having a discussion with somebody today. Curious what y'all think. Do you think you're allowed to reach out to the Pope if you're not Catholic? And you can, like, be like, excuse me, Mr. the Pope, I'm not Catholic, but can I ask you some questions? Like, do you think that's acceptable? Or do you think you have to be Catholic? So we lost really hard while I was messing around and talking about stupid things. Pope can just, like, smell if you're Catholic or not. Be like, away with you. No, my Squawkabilly. Now, okay, so we're gonna get to, like, hit the Entei, and then Entei's gonna knock itself out against us, but then we have this whole Charizard issue here. Problematically speaking. Well, that would have been really nice a turn ago, Turo. Glad to have you, buddy. Welcome to the party. Alright, let's just do this. I'd like to draw some cards, please. Ex-Catholic, you don't see any issues? I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh no, because we used a double colorless, we actually don't get to do enough. Because we're gonna do 120. 230 for Entei. Raikou is 220. Raikou would have died to this, but Entei does not. I'm already dead, opponent. My mice. No, my mice. Aggressive and cruel. They're just tiny little mouse holes. No! Well, yeah, we hit you. So it's actually, this is only going to do 210 damage, so if they don't switch this to the Charizard, Maushold survives. Because we didn't play another basic Pokemon. That's true. That's true. The most recent Pope has been a very progressive one. So I was going somewhere with that joke. I'll be honest, y'all, and I don't want you to be mad at me. I was gonna say, so I'm not Catholic. I was raised Lutheran and Baptist, so could I say, what's up, Step Christian? Like, would that be okay? What's up, Step Christian? Could I ask you some quick questions? I'm sorry. I'm not dead yet. There are 2 Charizards. Oh, no. Oh. You know what? Actually, okay. We have to ditch this one to Greninja. Maybe we get lucky. Hey, we got lucky! Woo! All right. Okay. I would like to Super Rod. So we're gonna put the Maushold back in and both the energies. The fact that Maushold EX draws cards is really nice. Say what you want about this card not doing enough damage. That might get me excommunicated. Oh no, but then I'd be stuck, Step Christian. I'm stuck outside of the church. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop y'all. Okay. So, now's the part where we die. Because here come the Charizards. I would do it for the joke. I think the Pope would just look at me and be like, what? Just walk away. I get that look a lot from people, not just spiritual leaders either. I should say not just, because I've gotten that look from some spiritual leaders before. If you commit to the bit, chat, no one can be mad. Okay, that's factually inaccurate. People can be mad about lots of things. Commit to the bit anyways. Believe that wholeheartedly? Yeah. God, when I was a kid, I used to make, poorly timed and inappropriate jokes all the time. It's a gift, really, I promise. And I remember one time at my parents' church, I did that, and the pastor just looked at me, and I was like, I'm sorry, I just say things. And he was like, no, that was funny, it's fine. And I was like, oh, sweet, I'm off the hook! And then, yeah, he was very chill, and he called me son after that. Everybody just wants to laugh. Okay, alright, they only have 2 prize cards left, and we have 2 Charizards and an Entei to get through. Over-under on this one's pretty low. Pretty low. We're gonna ditch the water energy. Ha! I'd like to spin to win, please. Okay, I want those cards back. It's not funny when it happens to me. I'd like to point that out for everybody. Okay, Klara's actually pretty solid here, because we have some Maushold going on here. Oh, I can only get 2. Okay, I have 2 Okay, we're just gonna get 2 Mausholds then. Let's get as thick as we possibly can. It doesn't matter, we're dead. But we're gonna do it anyways, because it's funny. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Time for sudden death. Oh, good luck, Beans. Good luck. Alright. Even better, Beans. But no, it's Exactsies. Huh, my Maushold. It's Exactsies, nerd. We would have had him on the next one. We would not have. Yeah, I will say though, all joking aside, that went way better than it should have considering our start and everything. And she can't. She's not wrong. I get in trouble. And by get in trouble, I make friends and my friends get me in trouble. It's never my fault. I am the victim, Chad. Oftentimes in life, I find myself the victim of my own choices. And I refuse to take responsibility. All right, let's keep going. Reality is always perceived through our individual focuses in life. So, ultimately, I don't know where I'm going with that, but I'm not wrong. That feels like something somebody who was wrong would say. Yeah. Alright, I take it back. A little sus, just a little sus, you know? See, when blame starts getting thrown around is when jokes start getting thrown around instead, and we don't need to point any fingers, we're all laughing and having a great time here, right? Especially the person who should probably get some fingers pointed at him. Riveting. Riveting coin play. Coin play. Yes. Let's play a game. It's like Pokemon cards, except we're just gonna flip coins and stare at them. Okay, that's a shame. But that's alright. We can go second. It's fine. Exactly, Wander. And everybody likes... I want to draw a basic Pokemon deck. I want that more than anything. No, it's not. Everybody likes to laugh. That was one of the reasons I pursued making people smile when I was a child. Like, I'm gonna learn how to make people laugh. Because it's really hard to be upset and laugh at the same time. Really it. That's the only reason. Luckily, Squawkabillies ain't gonna die to any Iron Valiants here. Which they might actually be playing. Cresselia probably means Gardevoir, but it could mean... Okay, Gardevoir it is. Maybe an Iron Valiant? Come on, let's get a little spicy with it, opponent. A little spicy. No, okay. Countercatcher, that is a little spicy. All right. Opponent has a little bit of pepper in there. Oh, y'all ever just be able to tell when all the caffeine hits your system at once? Yeah. All right. Okay. And then they didn't do anything else. I respect that. I appreciate that, opponent. Okay, so... Let's Ultra Ball these two away here. And we're gonna grab another Tandemaus. Okay, one of our Tandemauses and one of our... one of our Tandemauses in our prize cards. Our other Mausholds in our hand. We are gonna have to ditch it, which is very sad, and we're devastated, and I actually misplayed. I should have ditched this so we could Super Rod it, and still have the energies, because we're gonna Squawk these anyway. So slight misplay on my part. That might come back to bite us in the butt. It might not. If we draw a Klara, we're actually gonna be way happier this way. The fact that we didn't hit another energy is a bummer, though. I was kind of hoping and counting on that. Shame. Okay, well, there's... There it is. All right, so there are 4 energies and 1 Maushold. So this is actually perfect. Let's go ahead and shuffle the Maushold and 2 energies back into the deck. The reason being, we're going to use this Energy Loto to put an energy on Squawkabilly so that we're going to use those 2 energies from the bin. So we wanted to leave 2 in there. Let's grab another... the last Tandemaus. No, there's 2 more. Okay. Well, I can count. Counting's hard. Do we want to judge this turn? They didn't do much last turn. They were also going first, so they probably have a supporter. Yeah, let's go ahead and judge this turn. Get them down to 4 cards. That was a really good judge. Okay, sweet. All right, and we'll play this one out. We're going to hold on to this Rigid Band because we might not end up, if they somehow manage to get the one that we don't want them to get, we're going to want to have that Rigid Band. Okay, so we get to do 20 damage. We're going to put this right here. Okay. Now, Squawkabilly can retreat for the 1, so this is great there. We have 2 Mausholds, so we can evolve one and have a backup one, and we have the Rigid Band to make the 1 Maushold that we have even better. So this is all good things. That was a very good first hand. Hopefully they don't have a lot that they can do. Definitely hoping they don't have any boss's orders. We don't want to lose this Tandemaus that we have out, or this Squawkabilly, or the 1 Tandemaus with it out. Now, if they have an escape rope, we can put this other Tandemaus up front, because when we evolve that one, it will also have a free retreat cost, so we have 2 free retreaters in hand. So escape rope won't do it. It has to be exactly a boss's orders as a way to pull this one up front, and they have to knock it out. Otherwise, we're going to start going to town, and most of their stuff dies to it. Greninja, not so much. That's the sad part. Unfortunate. I was kind of hoping they would just dish us. Watching that Ralts go away, though, is great for us, especially because they already used one of their Poke Rods, or their Super Rods. But if this is a guard, they can't have a Gardevoir because they just evolved that one this turn. Screamtail. Okay, so this is a Screamtail deck. Makes sense. Screamtail is very good in the Gardevoir stuff. Another Ralts. Okay, so that's 2 because there's 1 in there. So 3 total. They're still in setup stage, though, and we're about to be past setup stage. That's a bit of a bummer. I really wish I could ditch my Squawkabilly right now. Because we don't have any other energy, we're going to ditch Greninja here and hope that that doesn't cost us. I really wish I could have ditched my Squawkabilly. Also, don't like that I liked my hand. So, a bit of a bummer with these last couple cards. Maybe we get lucky. Decently so. That's fine. Now, we don't have the Greninja, so I'm sad we have all this extra energy, so a bit of a bummer there. But they did that right. They made us make a decision based off of limited information. And because of our limited information, we made the wrong decision. Okay, Level Ball's another Kirlia, but they just played these Raltses, so they actually can't play this Kirlia this turn. Which means if we have another Judge, like if we happen to rip another Judge, that would actually be pretty good here. Okay. So they're going to put the 20 damage on... really, really lucky they didn't have any other damage, because, oh, that was almost messy. Okay. So let's go ahead and retreat here. Put this one up front. Slap that down on it. Let's see here. How many trainers? We only have a Judge. The Judge would be pretty useful, but only this exact turn. It's not super great next turn, so we're actually going to ditch the Pal Pad and this 1 double colorless for another Maushold. Okay. And we're putting it on the ones that have 30 HP just because they're a little bit squishier, and now they're not. We already had 2 energy, so we can just start doing that there. Let's draw some cards. And this also allows us to start putting the pain on, which is excellent news. Okay. Pretty clean, good turn from us. Bit of a bummer again. I really wish we had a Greninja instead of the Squawkabilly. Not much you can do there. Make use of Dedenne EX? Is that the one that cares about playing the Marnie card? Because maybe. Maybe. We don't have to be in water as our energy type. The water is just so we could use Greninja in theory if we needed to. I could see using Dedenne. Okay, so here comes a Gardevoir, which is going to be difficult to get through. Now, that being said, they do a lot of damage to themselves with their Gardevoir in order to get the energies on board. So they're going to do the damage to themselves and then hit our Maushold and then take a lot of damage. So... appreciate that, Tezro. I'll take a look at it, my friend. Okay, this Gardevoir, not so much. If this Gardevoir hits us, they're in for a world of hurt. They might be a little far behind here. Maybe. Their deck gets so much more deadly the later in the game, though. Like, up until that last card when they deck themselves, they're at their strongest, so probably not. But maybe. Reversal energy. Makes sense. We are ahead now, and this is going to hurt. That being said, again, it's going to hurt itself a lot, too. So. What's been the toughest matchup so far? Hard to say with this deck. I think we would probably struggle most against Lost Box. Charizard was pretty tough, but that just kind of came out that way. This deck's gonna struggle against anything that doesn't do little hits, that just saves up big attacks and does big attacks. For instance, this would actually be really bad against Roaring Moon because it doesn't take any damage to get its, it just gets knocked out, so it wouldn't get to do its thing back to Roaring Moon. Okay, Turo's scenario finally means we can get rid of the Squawkabilly. That's really, really good for us, actually. Because this is a huge liability sitting right there. I feel like this deck is going to really shine while people don't know how to play against it. It's not that good, it's fine, but it's mostly hard to beat if you're not ready for the play patterns of like, okay, I don't get to hit this thing ever so slightly, I have to save up my attacks and do big, full attacks to it. Okay, like this, like they didn't hit us. They could have, and they chose not to. Okay, so let's do that. Let's Turo away the Squawkabilly here. At this point, do we want to... Yeah, we'll go ahead and Pal Pad here. Get the Judge and the Turo back into the deck. The Turo might be useful later. Probably not, but it might be. Let's see if Nest Ball finds us anything. It does not, so we're good. Okay, so like, yeah, we don't get to knock it out. I'm really glad we put that Judge back in there. But now, if it's gonna hit us, it gets knocked out. No, they might just wait until they can put enough energy on it that it does one-shot us in response. But that would still put us at parity on prize cards, so... We'll see, we'll see. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell who's ahead right now. Their deck is so scary this late, though. Are they through... They haven't played any of the other Gardevoirs yet, either. There it is, okay. How much energy? They have 9 in the bin. They can't pull any onto this one, though, because it will die. They have a very difficult decision to make. Keeping it exactly at 20 HP from dying was really nice. Kind of worked out that way, but it was really nice that it did. Okay, so the Curlias are gone. All hail Gardevoir. Boss's orders, okay. That makes sense. They're trying to squeak a little extra damage here. Now, why that doesn't really make a lot of sense, though, is that now this doesn't have the reversal energy on it. Which is fine. I mean, that's their decision. It's just kind of a strange one, in my opinion. Okay, let's play an energy here. Let's see what we hit with this Pokégear. I don't really want that. We're just going to Judge here. Okay, another Maushold is solid because now these are not easy to knock out anymore. Okay, we're back ahead on prize cards. Don't necessarily want to be... At this point, we kind of want our Klara. We're through both of our fishing rods, so we kind of want our Klara here. Ace, by the way, move all damage counters from one of your bench Pokemon. Oh, that is pretty good, Wonder. Okay. I can see that, like a one-of in there. This is neat. This is really hard for them to get through because they're going to have to do this damage to themselves. I didn't like this hand anyways. This is fine. They're going to have to do damage to themselves and then hit us and do damage to themselves. This is actually pretty solid. I don't hate this. Yeah, this is pretty good against Gardevoir. They're actually struggling here. Because Gardevoir walks a very fine line between killing itself and killing you, and when it kills itself because it's trying to kill you, it's a pretty good place to be. Okay, damage, sure, they can do Brainwave now. But if they put any... That's what, 90? And they're currently doing 150. So they would have to put 2 energies on it to get up to enough to knock us out. And that also gets them... No, it doesn't. It's 90 damage. Okay, so they get to just barely survive because we don't have that other Tandemaus. So that was good from the opponent. They did good there. We hate them for it. Perfect damage. And they're going to be at 130. Very well done by the opponent. Very well done. Okay, that's pretty solid for us, though. Let's do that. We're going to Pokégear first here to see what we can hit. Okay, Miriam's perfect and great and awesome and exactly what we wanted. Because we're going to Miriam and get all of those back in there. Honestly, could probably put Greninja in there too and be fine. But we're going to Nest Ball for... What a good draw. Let's Nest Ball for... We're going to do it for another Tandemaus just because that damage number is really, really, really important. If this spins that Greninja... Okay, it didn't. That's fine. Okay. Solid draws, solid draws. Just the 1 price card, fine. Just take the 1. Okay. Now, this can do a lot of damage, but it can't knock us out, and it's going to take a lot on the backswing because of these Tandemauses. Now, of course, if they have another boss's orders or something and they pull one of these at the front, different story entirely. Okay, they shuffled the boss's orders back in. And they have Greninja, so I'm assuming... There's 11 energies in their bin. They might not have any in hand. Probably do. I was really hoping we could watch that boss's orders go by the wayside after they did that. Watching the worker go there is fine, but that would have been funny. Are we gonna deck him? Iono means it's not a boss's orders. So that's good for us. This means we can play our stuff out, and we have card draw and they don't. So... Okay. Not the worst thing we're seeing here, y'all. Not the worst thing. This is surprisingly good against Gardevoir. Like, ow, but also right back at you, right? And now they are going to have so much damage that if they try and knock us out, they get knocked out in response to. I have never had Larry flip a heads for me. Literally never. It's at this point, I just view him like a nest ball with the tie, you know what I mean? Ooh, I like that. Larry's just a nest ball with a tie. Alright. Let's do this. We can go ahead and spin this. This game's getting pretty close to over. Okay. See, they could knock us out, but they don't have any backup plans. And they'll knock themselves out, and we do have backup plans, so... Well, rip to that. I think they're probably going to concede here in just a second. Maybe not. Maybe they're a fighting opponent, and they want to go down fighting. Boss's orders, okay. Okay, so they could get our other tandem out. They're going for the Greninja. Interesting. We have an escape rope, so it doesn't really matter. Would rather not have to use the escape rope here, though, so let's see if we can... see what we get here. Arven means a switch. Arven's better at that because I want to take out this Gardevoir here. Okay, switch is better. Rigid Band is also excellent. See, the problem for them is that now we don't have to put the one that's about to die up front. That was a good game. That was a good game. It's not over yet. It's still a good game. It's still a good game. Avery, okay, making us discard one. Sure, we'll discard the one that's about to die. Yay! GG opponent, GG. That was clean. I liked that game. That was a solid one. Really showing off the power of our ability there. Alright, let's do the giveaway for the last game with this set. The last game with this deck, and then we'll move on to the next one. Boom. Exclamation point ticket if you would like a chance to win a pack. Let's go. PokéDark CT, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Batchet Man! Batchet Man! We're playing other fun decks today, Batchet Man. Hello from Argentina. Hello from Texas. Going pretty good. Going pretty good. The first deck was it was fine. This deck's been pretty solid, and we got some good ones set up after this. I'm excited. For those of you just joining us here, I usually play each deck I make for about an hour, and then move on. It's good time frames and lets us try fun things out. And that way, I don't like playing meta decks. I like playing bad decks. I like playing bad fun decks. So if that's what you're into, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if it's not, well, you're still welcome here. You meta deck users. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No shade. Play what makes you happy, right? Play what's fun. Okay, so this looks like the pretty traditional at this point Charizard, Arceus, Pidgeot sort of deck here. Okay. So we can get that. I'm assuming, yeah, I think we want to do that. We're pretty close to... Let's see here. So we're going to switch. PokéStop there. Going to Ultra Ball those two away for a Tandemaus. Let's get a 40 health Tandemaus, because that might bite us in the ass at least once. Right now we squawk and seize. I respect that, PokéDark. I respect that. Okay. Another Tandemaus is great. Let's ditch this energy. Okay. Solid. Solid. Spin to win here and see what we get. An escape rope and okay, Larian and energy is fine. That's nothing hugely valuable was lost there. So we're gonna Arven here for a Nest Ball and for a Rigid Band. The Rigid Band is for next turn. We're not sure which one we're gonna put it on just yet. We're gonna Nest Ball for another Tandemaus. We have a double colorless to put on one. If they knock out the one that we are not powering up, we are going to go ahead and power up one of them though. We have two Mausholds between this Ultra Ball and everything, so we should hopefully be okay here. If they have the Charizard or the Pidgeot this turn, we lose. If they don't, maybe. It is pretty fun. Well, we would not to. PokéDark, it is pretty fun. I gotta say, it's I have also not seen anybody playing Maushold yet, but I've heard some people mention it. It feels like a fixed Chestnut. Like, Chestnut was already pretty fun, but Maushold, if we just gave them that rare candy with this PokéStop... But Maushold it's solid. It's solid. Okay, they have a rare candy, and we know they have whatever they need. So I'm assuming Pidgeot. Okay, they're going straight for the Charizard. This is actually fine for us. It sucks that we're about to lose our Squawkabilly before we can save it and get rid of it. But maybe they don't have a professor's research or a boss's orders. Anyways, where I was going with this, Charizard knocking out stuff when this is like all they've got is fine. When they have the second Charizard or the other Pidgeot, that it starts to be a problem. Very likely it's going to be a problem because of this Bibarel and Greninja. They're pretty set up here, y'all. But maybe we've got a shot here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Cards keep coming and they don't stop going. That's fine. We're fine. All because we gave him that rare candy. The dangers of playing PokéStop. That's to make up for all the times I laughed at our opponents when they put 3 cards in the bin. Yep. Yep. Oh, F indeed. Deco, yeah, we can certainly try, darling. Okay, that doesn't really do anything against us, but whatever. Okay, Squawkabilly has been slain. Slainabilly. Okay. Ew, Charizard. Alright, so there's Arven and Larry. Let's go ahead and do that. Might as well. I should have spun the PokéStop first. We just added more not hits to the PokéStop, so if I do this now and either an Arven or a Larry pops out, I'm gonna look really stupid. Neither of them did. I look great. I look fantastic. Alright, let's put that there. Putting the double colorless here. Okay, so we're just trying to keep our hand as clean as we can here. We need to be as effective as possible. This will help a little bit, so that's nice. I already played a supporter, didn't I? Did I play a supporter? No, I didn't. I shuffled them back. Okay, let's see if we get one. I don't think I played one. Let's find out. Okay, are there any Pokemon in my bin? There are. It's a Squawkabilly, and I don't really want to put a Squawkabilly back, though, so let's grab Larry. Let's see. Alright, is this the first Larry that ever hits a heads? Sure not! Alright. Another Tandemaus. Maybe. Maybe. You play Chine Pow and you like it more, but Serena's... Serena is pretty rough on the Chine Pow decks, you're not wrong. Life is pain. Oh, you and your cast form. It's your own fault, Batshit Man. It's your own fault for enjoying that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I really hope they make a good cast form deck. Do you think they need more cast forms, or they just need better stadiums for the cast forms? Because every time they print more stadiums, cast form in theory gets better. We are very dead here. But this is our last game with this deck, and I wanna finish it out strong. I don't feel that bad against Charizard. It's not great, but it doesn't feel like bad. It's better than make it sound? That's good. That's good. Okay, so you just did 90 damage, and in your hubris, you will take 120 damage. That's what you get. Yep, yep. Rough. Very rough. I don't think we even have any hits that we care about anymore. We do not. Turo is tempting to save this, but we would have to be doing less damage on the backswing. We get to save it. But we would also lose that, and they're already ahead, though. Let's try it. I want to see how good this looks. So we ditch everything. We take both of those. Okay, we put this back to the active spot. We evolve that one. And, I mean, that was fine. That wasn't bad. Wasn't great. If we had one of these set up with 2 water energies, I feel better about that. As it is, we did just undo their damage, so could be worse. Could be worse. I agree, Pokédark. I think the problem is that we just don't do enough damage. But at the flip side of that is that they do their own damage against us, right? When they hit us, they do some back. We just don't have a lot of control over the damage we do. Trey J. Mokison, thank you for the raid, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can we get a shout out, please, for Trey J. Mokison? It's inconsistent, but when the pieces do come together, it performs quite well. I think more coverage would be enough to boost. And that's fair. That's fair. Cast form's that close. I respect that. Okay, so we have this energy. I feel like we should actually put this energy down instead of Greninjaing it away. So let's try that. There's plenty of energy in the bin. Let's also shuffle some back in. How are your games, Trey J? Trey, alright. How are your games? Welcome, welcome. Playing some Pokemon. Nice, nice. Anything exciting? Anything you're working on? Anything spicy? Okay, so they do have the second Charizard. But whatever they hit this Maushold with is still gonna soak a pretty nasty hit. So it's the Pidgeot. Okay, they're gonna feed us that. They were tough today. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. They've been kind of brutal games on this end too. Giratina V-Star deck. Okay, all right. Tweaking it or just practicing it. Okay, and then Pidgeot dies. Okay, so they have to give us something else to hit first, which is very nice of them. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter because it's a Charizard and it's going to do so much damage now that it's going to knock us out. Kind of the bummer of that. Oh, you're just not quite into the fully custom? That's fair. That's fair. Now, if they were smart, they would actually, not give us the Charizard. But you don't have to be that smart, opponent. That's rude. Okay, so nothing worth really shuffling in there that we care about. Let's see, maybe we hit boss's orders. I'm pretty sure we're playing with boss's orders and we've just gotten very unlucky with that. Okay, Path to the Peak's a little too late there, but I respect it for trying. It's here, everybody. It's here. We're not going to play it because that actually messes with us, and like I said, it's too late for that to do anything good for us. We don't have a way to win. We just didn't have the cards we needed. Trey, thank you for the follow. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're way better at MTGA. That's fair. That's fair. And yeah, the UI for this client is not the best. It's not the best. I really like this client, though. As far as the credit system goes, I think it's a lot better than TCG Online was, but yeah. I mean, that's just rude. You didn't need to do that. You chose to do that. It's just rude. They could have made it more simple, probably. Probably. Hopefully they clean it up with each update. GG opponent, GG. Alright, so, y'all, if you're just joining us, exclamation point ticket. We're about to do a giveaway for a pack. We do that whenever we finish a deck up, and we're about to finish this deck up. So this is your chance. Before I finish the wrap up, you got about 20 seconds. Exclamation point ticket. Okay, so this was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. It was fun, it was fast, and this ability is pretty good because at most you're doing 120 damage, but when you're only doing 120 of your own damage, 240 matters a lot more. I wish these weren't worth 2 prize cards. That's kind of the big downside, but obviously we've seen previous Mausholds. They need to be that big in order to, they need to be EXs in order to have any HP at all. So there's some tweaking that needs to be done. Definitely want to put boss's orders in this deck. I didn't realize I didn't have any in here, and we definitely want some boss's orders in this deck, because that does matter. A second Rigid Band would also be pretty nice. The Roseanne's backup didn't end up coming into play at all. Would probably want to do like 2 and 2 of PokéStop and Path to the Peak, because we're not super item heavy, so we don't want to just be a PokéStop deck. The energies came out pretty clean. Probably only need 1 Pal Pad. But yeah, ultimately I like the deck. Fun deck. Very fun deck. We're going to try that again sometime.